Dude, just like 15 more minutes of those and I'll be done. But hey, you got him next. I remember, you got the maroon shirt. I got you, dog.
Dude Perfect is the name of a guy group whose members, well, have the most fun jobs in the world. Come on, we all wish we could fool around all day, having fun, and getting paid for it. Well, our consolation is that Dude Perfect takes us along on their fun journey, making us laugh the whole time. In today's video, we'll be checking out Dude Perfect's funniest moments, and we'll also be revealing some bloopers as well. Backwards edition. The guys have come up with some crazy ideas over the years, but the background challenge has to be one of the craziest. Imagine having to do everything backwards, walking, eating, even wearing your clothes backwards. Kind of insane, right? Well, Dude Perfect did all that and more. Kicking off the edition was a backward trick shot that was hilariously awesome, and then walking backwards to a bowling alley. Ty made a hilarious play by bowling backwards and hitting all the pins. Of course, this was after a dozen tries, but he finally did it. Then it was up to Cody to make a backward shot using a bow and arrow, which was amazing, but do not try it at home. Card throwing trick shot. Dude Perfect is famous for making impossible trick shots, and while the final successful shot is what we see, they usually don't get it on the very first try. The card throwing shot with Rick Smith Jr. was an epic Dude Perfect edition, but the guys failed dozens of times trying to get the money shot. Trying to hit an apple stuck in Ty's mouth was less than perfect the first few tries, as he got sliced across the cheek a couple of times. Then there was a shot where Smith tried hitting cups off the top of their heads, which got Corey hit in the face and on the neck. A lot. The final shot showed the guy slicing a vegetable on Ty's hand, but the blooper revealed his arm got sliced a few times, as well as before making the final shot. Drone hunting battle. The drone hunting battle was one of the funniest and frankly satisfying videos from Dude Perfect. Ever wanted to just shoot a drone out of the sky just like in the movies and watch it fall to its demise? Well, Dude Perfect brings that fantasy to our screens. The challenge was to get a drone through a few obstacles to the landing pad without getting knocked out. The first battle has Garrett launch the drone into the air while Cody attempts to shoot it down with a bow and arrow. However, he only managed to nick it real close. The next obstacle was to shoot the drone with a golf ball gun, which was incredibly fun for Ty, who was holding the gun because he managed to knock the drone right out of the sky, ending its spying reign of terror. Gym stereotype. Ever been to the gym and noticed that some people aren't only there to work out, but do a host of other ungymly activities? Well, I mean, everybody has. Dude Perfect is so apt in their stereotype depictions, and the gym stereotype was one of their most hilarious. They made several depictions of different people and how they behave in the gym. Some of the depictions including the excuse guy. We all have that one friend that always finds a reason to chicken out of going to the gym, and Dude Perfect's depictions will leave you thinking you should probably stop trying to get that friend into the gym. There was also the mirror/selfie guy, who you have to admit, no matter the gym you go to, there'll always be that one person who spends more time staring at the reflection and taking pictures than actually, working out. Next up was the gallon of water guy. Staying hydrated while working out is important, but gorging up on water isn't the goal. Regardless, there's always that one person who ends up leaving the gym heavier than they came. And then there was the talkative Timmy. Have you ever tried to power through the last few seconds of a heavyweight lift, and then a guy who feels the need to talk to you even when you're not interested in the conversation, well, he pops up? Well, that's your talkative Timmy, alright? Let's not forget the weights for the dates guy, aka that one guy that always hits 80 push-ups or 100 sit-ups right when a pretty girl walks by and aggressively belts out the numbers out loud just so he can be heard. After him came the treadmill sprinter who runs like he's being chased by a gunman, the singer who sings so loud he distracts the entire gym, the naked old man who grosses everybody out, and the sweaty guy who leaves sweat marks on every piece of equipment he uses. Dizzy Sports Battle. Presenting the annual Dude Perfect Dizzy Sports Battle. ADPDSB. The guys at Dude Perfect are always finding new ways to do sports, and this time they added a hilarious twist to it. ADPDSB, or Dizzy Sports Battle, is a competition where the guys compete in different sports and games, but to get this, they have to do each one immediately after doing a dizzy bat. They have to compete in 3 dizzy sports, namely a dizzy football kick, a dizzy bat smacker, and a dizzy golf ball swing. The guys kick off with the dizzy football, and they were all over the place after finishing 10 dizzy bat spins, so much so that they couldn't even stand upright. Eventually, Kobe won the round with the farthest kick of 50 yards. How he managed that was really something, considering all the other guys couldn't even get more than 30 yards. The dizzy bat smacker was next, and the guys upped the skates by increasing the number of spins from 10 to 13, because why not? This round was particularly hilarious with almost all the guys hitting the ball below an inch. A pretty sorry but hilarious attempt. Cody finally won the round by smoking out all the others, hitting the ball to 28 yards. Dizzy Golf Smackers was next, and this time the spins were up to 16, so you can probably guess what happened. The guys weren't able to hit the ball as they stumbled into the ground except for Kobe and Ty, who hit the ball a few yards at least. Ping Pong Prinkle Prank. Dude Perfect are the YouTube kings of basketball trick shots, and they have broken several world records, doing seemingly impossible throws, but in this particular edition, they decide to switch the basketball with ping pong balls and the hoop with Pringle cans instead. For a while, they were having fun making complex contraptions around the house that you might have never thought of. But then, they decide to prank a member of the team, and Kobe was the unfortunate subject of this hilarious prank. The guy stacked up Pringle cans into a pyramid and made blind back shots into the cans, hitting the top can after many tries. They decide to make Kobe think he had great back shot aim by catching the ball before it hits the floor and putting another ball inside the cans to mimic a hit. Kobe fell for this prank and was having a great time hyping himself up as the best ping pong shot in the world. He threw the balls and Cody caught them while Ty threw another ball to the can shot after shot. Celebrating his last straight shot, the guys broke the news that he never actually made any one of the shots, so you could tell from the shock on his face that he was beyond disappointed, and it was priceless. Unexpected trick shots. Dude Perfect are always doing trick shots that you can almost always predict where the ball will land no matter how unlikely the shot is, but on this edition the guys amped it up with unexpected shots you wouldn't even see coming. For one, you got Ty seemingly trying to make a shot from a high spot into a basket in front of him, but as he throws the ball, it unexpectedly flies into the air, it goes under the ramp he's standing on and into another basket behind him. In another shot, we see one of the guys make a shot with a ping pong ball that seemingly moves forward only to boomerang back into a cup. However, it turns out that he was lying on the ground and the ball only went up and came back down into the cup. In one scene, we have Cody standing with a balloon on his head and Ty with a real bow and arrow ready to shoot a real shot. He makes a shot and hits the balloon, but it turns out the Cody standing underneath is a cardboard cutout version. Pickup basketball stereotype. Wondering why there's another stereotype edition in this video? Well, the answer's simple. Dude Perfect are great at mimicking stereotypes. If you ever played a game of pickup basketball or even watch a game, you can probably identify a stereotype or two in this video. The stereotypes include Mr. Excuses. There's always a guy who has an excuse for not making the shot or missing a pass, bumming out everyone on his team. Then there's the accessories guy. Headbands, handbands, leg warmers, knee-high socks, you name it. There's always a guy that looks like he took 4 hours to prepare for a game in the park. There's also the footballer. Guys who played football, college, or high school football probably shouldn't be allowed to play pickup basketball because they just keep charging at everyone in the court like they're on a football pitch. If you were wondering, Dude Perfect didn't forget the looks can be deceiving guy. Picking players for your team, you probably want the talented, most athletic looking guys on your team, which sounds like a good idea until you discover that they suck and your team loses. And let's not forget the should have made the league guy. There's always a guy on the court who thinks he should have made the NBA but didn't because of an injury or some other fishy reason. And finally, the rage monster. Every court has that one guy who loses it if he misses a shot or gets dribbled on and proceeds to take it out on everything he can lay his hands on. That's it, guys. What was your favorite Dude Perfect moment we mentioned? Thanks for watching. Take care.